Jamie on the mic, got the stats so tight. Jonathan's fire bringing heat tonight. Justin with the plays, got the game on lock. Jacob's got the style, we're ready to rock.
Brothers united, talking all the sports, laughing, debating. We bring the reports from the field to the court. We calling the spree, four voices, brothers, and let's take pure comedy.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the 4J's podcast, where we're four brothers, four voices, and let's take it to pure comedy. I'm the man, Jamie, here, and I'll let the other three introduce themselves.
What's up, guys? Jonathan. I'm back for another exciting week. Sorry I missed y'all last week. Been kind of busy, crazy week, but let's dive into the sports this week because it's been crazy, exciting stuff going on this week.
What's up? It's Justin. Please don't bring up the Eagles. I already know. Just don't bring them up to me. All right, that's all I gotta say.
What's up? I'm Jacob, coming at you with some raw biased takes. So get ready for it.
I don't even think you
Before we get
use raw
started-
and bias in the same thing.
Go ahead.
Is our show gonna be like one of the first shows where every one of our teams lost in embarrassing fashion? I mean, this week for the NFL for us sucked. I mean, every team lost,
horrible.
and it ain't just
Disappointing.
lose. It was just an embarrassing loss. Like, it makes no sense how we lost today. Or Thursday.
I mean,
and Friday.
one team lost with grace. They lost to give us the division back, and I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
But then y'all got waxed today, Jay.
Whack,
Y'all
whack.
got
I mean,
waxed
hey.
today.
whack. Yeah.
Hey, it is what it is. Y'all you lost to them as well. Just saying.
Well,
You lost
it
to
be
them
like
as
this
well.
sometimes. It be like this sometimes, bro.
But I just
Bro,
have
we
to throw that
got
out
an 80-year-old man at quarterback, bro. He's breaking down. You can't control that.
Now he's a problem. Just a few weeks ago, he was the best.
Hey,
the
brother, I
greatest.
call it how it
there.
is.
Right.
I call it how it is. If you playing like trash, you trash, dog. It is what it is. It's okay.
That's crazy.
He's past his
Incredible.
prime. That's all right.
Anyway, into big news. This week was absolutely crazy when it comes to college football head coaches being hired and moving and all that. And the biggest drama, obviously, Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss going to LSU, going across the conference to, one of the bigger programs in the conference, with a lot of drama, a lot of pushback, a lot of things coming out that was kind of crazy. The whole argument of should he be able to coach him out through the college football playoff? Me personally, I get both sides. I would love for him to be able to finish it out because of the commitment he has to those guys, but I also get why neither of these schools wanted him finishing coaching it out. So kind of going to your thoughts there.
I don't get why you get there is no benefit to Ole Miss not letting him finish out the season. To me, that's wow. This man came down, got you, what are we, 11-1, and he takes another job, and all of a sudden you don't want him to have no access to the team, like don't coach the rest of your team. So like obviously, so you want the embarrassment of going to the playoffs, being trash, humiliating your team, SEC, all of that out of spite. Like that makes no sense to me. Now I get why LSU wouldn't want him to do it, but Ole Miss, that just doesn't make any sense to me. I'm sorry, that's crazy.
I would see why Ole Miss, because while he's there, he can start slowly convincing players, after the season, I'm leaving. You want to come to LSU with
Yep.
me? And
He
that's
already
I think
doing
that's the
that.
big.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but now
Coaching.
he can't contact the players anymore.
Correct. He
So
can't
you
That's
don't
why they
think-
told
he
him
can
to
try.
leave.
So
He can't
either
try
way,
right now.
either way, if those players are loyal to him or want to play for him, he doesn't have to do a thing. He doesn't have to say, "I want you to come." They're going to come just because he's leaving. Do y'all not realize
True.
that?
True, but those
Not all
players
of them,
that
though.
are sitting on the
But there's a
fence,
couple that could be
yeah.
saying, "Nah, man, Ole Miss is where I belong, and he can
So
get
how's
there
it go-
here." Is it though?
So
Yeah.
Is it though? Is it though?
Speak for
And you're
it.
talking about that. Say they have a run, you're giving him
Mhm.
essentially 2.5 months to flip somebody.
Yeah, convince people.
See, that's where I was going to go. If I'm LSU, I wouldn't allow it because No, if I'm
See,
Ole
the
Miss,
same
I
argument.
wouldn't allow it
The same-
because
That's
if you're Ole Miss, yes, if he takes you to the national championship, does that help your program? It helps you some because you got national champion, very recent national champion. However, to what Jamie and Jacob were saying, the reason why I would say no is because if I'm Ole Miss and he goes on his historic run, well, every recruit is going to want to go play for him. They're not going to want to stay at Ole Miss and think Ole Miss is where I can go back to be a champion. They're going to know Lane Kiffin is the champion. So if he just took Ole Miss to a national championship and wins, well, then I'm going to follow him to LSU because he's going to do the same thing there. You get what I'm saying? So that's where if I'm Ole Miss, I wouldn't let him. And if I'm LSU, I'm not helping out another team in my conference. It's just not happening. I don't want you to go make Ole Miss relevant with a possible national championship. No, I don't want you to succeed. I want him to bring that to me. I don't want that for y'all. So I get both sides in a sense.
You can use that same argument of why LSU would want him to finish out at Ole Miss. It would help their program out. With players already, you get it from them. So it's like it's a teeter-totter. Like it doesn't like it benefits one if he doesn't do the other. So
I think
it don't make
but
sense.
I think it's just more
if he
the Ole
goes out
Miss
there and
side.
stinks it up,
Yeah.
LSU gonna be like,
Yeah, but on the
True.
flip side though, kicking him out on the flip side of that, if they make a run without him, does that convince players that might have thought I'm going to leave?
Yeah.
Hey, maybe it wasn't Kiffin. Maybe we can do this without him. So now that they can't leave, but you wouldn't know that if you let him stay.
Yeah,
so
true.
I just hated the drama of it though. I hated how it was dragged out. It felt like early on you kind of knew you were going to leave, and I guess one thing I kind of wish, and I've seen people say this over and over again, and I kind of wish we could figure out a way we could do it, but almost that you can't have a coaching change like this during the season, kind of like the NFL. Hey, none of you got to finish out the season before any of this can happen. And I wish we could kind of get there. I know it's hard with the enrollment. That's essentially what it is. It's the enrollment and transfer portal that makes it hard. But I wish we could get there because it does suck that they're having the season that they're having and he doesn't get to finish it because it did seem like he really wanted to. So it sucks that that's happening, but it is what it is. But other big news, I mean, there was a bunch of coaching decisions made this weekend. You got Ryan Silverfield getting signed with Arkansas, which is kind of funny because he was a coach of Memphis, and Memphis beat Arkansas this year, upset them. So it's kind of funny that they went and got him. But I've been seeing on social media a lot of Arkansas fans aren't happy with that, which is kind of weird because he's been building a program at Memphis. He's got them boys doing. And so it's like, why would you be upset about that? Because he showed he could build a program. And I think more and more in college football today, if you can build a program, you're going to have success. And he showed I can build a program in NIL era with less NIL. What can I do when I get a little bit more money? So that one's going to be a big one. And then because we're all Bama fans, Alex Colas gets hired from USF to Auburn, which he had that USF program humming. I mean, look at what they did this year. Straight impressive. They did have some ugly losses that they shouldn't have. But talk about the start of the season, impressive thing to do at USF. And honestly, I think it's a great hire for Auburn. I know it's not the big splash name they thought, but I think it was a great hire.
See,
I think it was too.
Yeah, I was going to agree. Outside of Lane Kiffin, I think that's the biggest hire because look what he was doing at USF. And look what he was doing against SEC teams at USF.
Yep.
Bama struggled. Florida lost.
Yep.
I mean, he was putting a whooping on them with way less talent. So you get him into an SEC school like Auburn with the defense that they have all the time, and then you get him just think about it. I don't know what year that quarterback is, but let's say he brings him to Auburn. Ooh, that's not going to be fun for anybody because he's a big man.
No, Auburn's got their guy. Deuce is their guy. Deuce is their guy.
That's their guy for this pass. If that number 17 from USF comes over and you know the system, Jamie, I don't care what you say. I would go with the guy that I work with.
Last season. I think
You
that's
think
his
so?
last
I
season.
watched.
Okay.
I think he was a singer. I'm pretty positive he was a singer, but Deuce looked good, and honestly, Daniels looked legit too. I mean, he showed out. He showed out in the 2 or 3 games that we saw him in. I mean, against Kentucky was an ugly game. We're not going to count that one, but Vanderbilt
Yeah.
looked legit. Bama, if them receivers catch balls, that could have been a different game. So
Yep.
you can't
But
really knock that out.
he's a senior graduate, and I think he already said he's transferring. So
Oh,
yeah.
well, Deuce looked legit again. I
Yeah.
know it was against lesser talent, but that Joker could run, throw. He looked legit. But another hire, it seems like everybody likes that Auburn hire. Another hire, John Summerall, the Tulane coach, gets hired at Florida. And I think that's a solid hire. I'm just curious. He's done it. He's done well at the 2 programs he came in before. He had Tulane playing really, really well. So had them ranked in the top 25. So like he's again another guy who in a lesser conference has them ranked, has them winning legit games. He beat Duke, who is
Mhm.
going to the ACC championship while he was at Tulane. So it's like I think those are some good hires.
And I don't know if you remember, but wasn't it last year or the year before last? I think it was last year. He almost beat Ole Miss. Like he had Ole Miss
Yep.
on the rope. It came down to the
Yep.
last minute of the game for Ole Miss to pull that one out.
Mhm.
So again, you're bringing in someone who has shown he can compete against the SEC with lesser talent, and so now you're going to give him the talent. Like I said, there's not been one hire, even the one with the Alabama receiver being hired. There's not one hire that I'm like, dang, I think that's a little bit too much for him. I think everybody's been hiring like solid people.
No, I
I
agree.
think so too. But y'all don't think that like somebody going from like Memphis or Tulane to an SEC school is kind of crazy? Like think
Not with
about
how
the
I
they
don't in
atmosphere is
compete.
today's
different.
game.
But
I
but
don't in
think but
today's
think
game with the NIL world because
Yep.
I think truly right now you need somebody who can build a program, and I personally think, and honestly, we're going to see how it plays out. But I personally think, looking at some of these schools, I mean, you say that. Look at what a Cincinnati did. He went from James Madison to Indiana, but what did he do at James Madison? He said, I can build a program off of lesser talent and lesser money because I can develop a program.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he did at James Madison. He went to Indiana, had Indiana humming. These coaches again have went to programs and said, I can develop a program with lesser talent that can still compete with the top 5, power four now. Still compete with the power 4. So that's why I don't think it's a crazy hire, because you kind of, and honestly, Cincinnati might make these schools jump on people and it might backfire. But personally, right now in today's era, I think building a program with NIL, with less NIL that's successful, just shows that you can do it. So I'm very, very, very curious. But one thing, and kind of something we were just arguing about, that I'm very interested to see, Tulane's in the AAC championship. Apparently, Florida agreed to it too. He is Summerall is still coaching in the AAC championship. If they win the AAC championship, they are very likely to be that
Yeah.
group of 5 team in the conference, in the college football playoffs. So where I'm curious, and they're playing in the AAC championship against North Texas, who North Texas coach just got hired to Oklahoma State. So and he's coaching in the game too. The winner of that game likely goes to a college football playoff. I'm very curious how the schools right now, they said they're okay with it for one more game, but if they make a playoff, are you really okay with your coach still coaching another couple more weeks?
why not? I don't want to say why not. Like because
Those programs,
because those programs are not going to have guys translating from here to SEC ball. Think about it. They're not. It's not
They can
maybe
though.
one. Jamie, realistically speaking, maybe 1 to 3 at most. Because think about those 5-star
No.
talents that are already there. And my thing
See,
is,
but that's the part you're not seeing, and
you
I
said the
have a different
NIL. You
perspective.
said it.
I
Look,
have
you
a
said the
different perspective than
NIL.
you. You want to know
You
why I
said
have
the
a different perspective
NIL.
than you? You're saying 1,
You,
maybe 2.
you
I
said
want you
you
to
said
pump the brakes real quick. I want you to pump the brakes real quick. You're saying 1, maybe 2. I am a fan of a mid-major. I got the Blazers on my hat right now. You're saying one, maybe two, maybe go. This past year, on the UAB Blazers, we have a starting wide receiver at Ole Miss. We have a starting tackle at Ole Miss. We have a leading wide receiver in the Big 12. We have all from the team last year. We had 15 guys go, and they are starting in Power 5 programs. So you're saying one, maybe two. They're making a college football playoff run for a reason. And we weren't even good. And we have guys starting at the Power 5, Power 4 level. So you're saying one, maybe two. There's more guys than you think. There's more guys than you think because what you're failing to remember is the group of four is no longer recruiting high school kids. They're coming to our schools and taking our guys and putting them on their thing, and it makes sense. It makes sense. I would do it too. It sucks as a mid-major, but like it's something I think I feel like it's weird because I'm a fan of Bama. I'm a fan of UAB. I get to see the amazing things that happen in NIL on both ways because I get to see Bama poach all this talent, but I also get to see UAB get poached every single year. We got a receiver this year. He was 50 yards shy of 1,000 yards. He ain't gonna be on our team next year. No, he ain't gonna be on our team next year because he was a 1,000-yard guy at UAB. He was a sophomore. We should have him another year. He gonna be gone. We had a running back almost hit 1,000 yards. He gonna be gone. It ain't gonna happen. And there's more guys than you think that are gonna leave.
So basically, what happened is they went to those lesser programs to develop themselves because it's what they were told to develop first, just like a JUCO. They treated it like a JUCO. So I wasn't necessarily
100%.
say they got poached. It just UAB was just part of the stepping stone for them to get to the D1.
But that's what I'm saying. Where you're forgetting. That's what I'm saying. You're saying though. You're saying letting these coaches coach only 1 or 2 to 3 players. It ain't 1 to 2 to 3.
Okay, but
like I said, UAB had 10 to 15 guys.
If they're going to leave, they're going to leave regardless. Is all I'm saying. A coach is not going to poach them. If they're going to leave, they're going to leave. I don't think the coach has that much influence over them because of obviously, like I said, they're using that platform now to hopefully go to the playoffs. That's going to get them to another school they really want to go to. I don't think the coach has a much of an influence on that because they already have 3 5-stars in the top 3 starting positions on each rotation. Think about that. So I mean, it's going to happen regardless.
It's different though. They're going to.
It's going to happen regardless, though. It's going to happen regardless. What I'm saying.
No, that's true. 100%. It's just frustrating. I see it on both sides, and I love it, but I hate it.
And my
that's
thing
like
is,
our UAB basketball team. We lost every single guy on scholarship last year. We lost our entire scholarship roster last year because of NIL. And these guys are out balling. I mean, if you want to see somebody who's a dog who played 2 years at UAB, cut on Michigan basketball, watch the actual limited board. He was developed at UAB. That joker is averaging 20, 16, and 10 or something like that for Michigan right now. It's just crazy to see. And I don't know.
Bruh, isn't your alumni doctors, neurosurgeons, like heart surgeons? Y'all can't donate a little bit more over there?
I don't know. It's just crazy. Like I said, it's crazy to watch, and I find myself in a weird or a unique situation where it's like if you're just fans of the Power 4, you don't see it as much until you become a fan of a mid-major and you watch, like you get excited about a kid who's having a blackout year, and you know it for 1 year because you know they're gone the next year, and it just.
That's about what I said. It's going to happen no matter what. Just like Isaiah Crowell went to Georgia for 1 year, going to Alabama State 2 years, still went to the league. So some of those guys just can't go directly from high school to that D1 school they want to go to. That just happens.
I get what you're saying. I was just my argument was you saying it was 1 to 3 players. It ain't 1 to 3. It ain't. It's nowhere near 1 to 3.
But I'm talking about that the coach is poaching, not the fact that they're going to leave regardless, because they're going to leave regardless of he's there or not because they recruited by him. So they're going to leave if he leaves and go with him still if they want to, whether he's there or not in the playoffs. It doesn't help.
I don't know. I feel like it's a little different.
I think with the NIL, it was crazy is some of these small teams like Indiana, they have more hunger than the guys who are already getting paid. So they're just like a little dog in a big fight. So it just takes time to shine.
It's my thing with the whole thing with the coaches keeping the state. I have a different take from the Lane Kiffin one. that I have for this one. If I'm Florida and if you say Oregon State or Oklahoma State, what's the other one?
Oklahoma State.
If I'm
Oklahoma
them two
State.
schools, I'm letting them coach because it's different.
To make my
They're
hire
at
better.
smaller schools. They get into the playoffs. They're on the national stage. You're going to see a lot of 4 and 5-star recruits. Watch them coach. Watch how they do stuff. Watch how they develop players. Watch how they call schemes. So I'm easily letting y'all play because coach your hearts out because you're just going to help us. So please, coach. You're not in our conference, so we don't have to worry about the next year with you and those recruits. So please go coach. Yes, I'm totally different on this side.
And
it will
you
look good.
kind of hit it too with, let's make our fan base more excited because right now, kind of like exactly what Jonathan said, these coaches are from lower divisions.
Yes.
Hey, let's get our fan base more excited. Hey, our coach made a college football playoff at a lower division. What can he do when he gets to us?
Exactly.
And so
exactly,
if he wins,
I can see it there. We have a national championship coach. We have a playoff making coach or national championship coach coming to coach for us. So it's good. I think either way, it's gonna make either school look good. It's just ridiculous to me. It's just ridiculous.
But anyway,
the way he did with the program.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Since we've already been hitting on it a little bit, I kind of want to go into the college football playoff with we're in championship week and the college football playoff is kind of lining up. There's a lot of conversations that's going to happen, and on some of the schools we were just discussing. When it comes to the AACC, if Duke wins, and I'm so ready to see the rankings this week because if Duke wins the ACC, you potentially could have 2 Group of 5s in. And how mad is the world going to be if that happens?
I just don't see it happening. I think whoever
if
wins,
Duke wins,
if Duke wins the ACC championship, you can't put the rule in that everybody's conference champion automatically gets in. Duke gets in. Yes, would that suck?
No. The rule is wait. Pump the brakes. The rule is, and this is where everybody gets confused. The rule is the top 5 ranked conference championships, the top 5 highest ranked conference champions get in, right? Top 5 highest ranked. Technically, and that's why I said this ranking is going to be real interesting. JMU potentially could get ranked. Tulane is already ranked. Why does this always happen to me? Tulane is already ranked in the top 25. JMU potentially could be ranked in this new top 25. I don't see Duke being in the top 25 coming up this next one. So if JMU and Tulane win their conference champion, they will be a higher ranked team than Duke, which would put them in to the college football playoff.
So you're sure it's the top 5?
Leave the top ACC 5 conference champions.
So leave an ACC conference champion out is what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Leave the ACC conference champion out. Duke wins. And Miami in.
If that's the rule, then yes, you have to leave them out.
That's the rule. That is the rule. And the reason they did the rule like that is because how often are we in a situation where potentially the group of 4 isn't ranked in the championship? Like it's not going to happen that often.
Yeah,
it's not going to happen that often. So that's why they worded it that way. But this year, it just happens that it could potentially be something crazy. And
I think that's how Miami gets in.
If Duke wins it,
no, I don't think Miami gets in.
How would they get in?
I think
if that's the case, Miami's gonna get in there.
Yeah, I think if Duke wins and they're not ranked higher than Miami, and you can't pull them from out of the top 25 all the way to the playoffs, well, then that's the easiest way for Miami to get in because they're already right there.
Yeah,
but you're forgetting the group of there'd be 2 Group of 5 champions.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
So I don't want Miami. They have automatic bids. That's what you're forgetting. They have automatic bids because they'll be the highest ranked conference champion.
I got another question. Let's say that happens, right?
Oh,
what if BYU wins?
Yeah, you see that's a bigger question. If BYU wins, you can't kick Texas Tech out. BYU has to go in. Yeah, that's 2 Big 12.
And then
now you're talking about okay. What happens if
let's say hypothetically Alabama loses in that scenario?
Like they did SMU and Clemson last year.
There's no way. I think it would be blasphemy to say, "Hey, man, you won the regular season, right? You were 2 loss to regular season team. You're in the playoffs. You're going to your championship game. All these other people are going to sit at home. But you got to go to your championship game. And if you lose, sorry about it. Even though everybody else was sitting at home and didn't get to lose, you lost. So, hate it for you. I think that's
That
crazy.
would be the quickest way for every single conference to say we are canceling our conference championship.
Easily
You would
would.
literally wait for the season to end, and then the season would end, and they would have, we had conference meetings to review our season. Why does this do this to me? We have conference meetings to review our season, and after doing our conference meeting, we have concluded that we will just name the conference champion based off of this criteria from here on out. Because if you're going to punish, conference championships should only help you.
Help you.
They shouldn't
Yes.
hurt you.
Yes.
But you still, and I think last year, like I said, SMU and Clemson ruined that for everybody in the future because you saw what happened and you see what
Yeah.
happened in the playoffs. So, but because that was the regular thing. Okay, we wasn't gonna punish you for going to the game, but you lost. But we still gonna give you the opportunity. But we saw what happened when we gave you the opportunity still. But even though
No.
SMU was ranked higher than Clemson, though, but man, like I don't know. It goes back to my big argument. You want to be the king of your conference. You have to play that. Then you get the first round bye. Why would you not want to play that? Like, play for that game.
You don't get the first round bye anymore.
Yeah, you don't get
Yes,
the first
you
round
do.
bye. No, not the conference champions.
Yes, you.
No.
Yes, you
It
do.
is, no,
the
they
top
changed the rule. That's
four.
another
Changed
rule
the
change.
rule.
It's
So,
top 4 teams get
let's say
the bye, not the
Georgia.
conference champion anymore.
If Texas A&M would have won, Georgia would
would've
have
had
got a
a
first round bye without playing in the championship games.
Yep.
Correct.
Now I think that's stupid.
So look,
but
and then, here's another question I got for you. Because precedent had been set before,
Mhm.
and I don't think this will happen, but precedent has been set before.
Okay.
Because Lane Kiffin is now no longer the coach at Ole Miss, do they drop back? Do maybe if BYU beats Texas Tech and you have to put them in, do we put a Texas Tech in or do we put an Ole Miss in? Texas Tech kept their coach, kept their team. Do we put them in over Ole Miss? Do you now bump them? Miami now has the argument, hey, we have a really good schedule. Ole Miss no longer has their coach. Can we be in over Ole Miss? It creates conversation. And that's why I'm ready for Tuesday. I'm ready to see where they rank people because do you take that?
I personally say
I mean, but
they can't be in.
who, Ole Miss?
Yeah.
Just because of a head coach, you can't be in.
You didn't lose just your head coach. You lost your OC too. And the backup OC is also gone. So
Granted,
I hate that for
so
y'all.
basically
That's where I thought Lane was
So
being a
basically
little
just take
petty
away-
because you could have let them coach.
No.
So basically,
Yeah.
take away. He said,
Okay, but wait, hold up.
so basically,
Go
take
ahead,
away all those guys' opportunity in playoffs with a 11
That's what they
and
did
1
to Florida
record.
State.
You telling me?
That's what they did to Florida State.
Wait.
But it was different then, though. It was different then.
How
It
was
was
it
different then.
It was 14.
What was
because
different about it?
you-
Because it
you-
benefited Bama?
No, it was
But I was
14, not 12.
Thank you. The decision was a whole lot harder back then because you had more factors to contribute into that making of that. And then wait, they wasn't even undefeated that year, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were
Florida State
undefeated
was
conference
undefeated.
champions. Bama had a
Undefeated
loss.
conference champs.
But who's Bama lost to?
We had lost to.
So basically, but then it went to competition.
But think about it. They dropped one spot. What are they ranked right now?
Georgia, I
They're
think.
6. They're 6, right?
No.
Yeah, Ole Miss
7.
is ranked 6. Ole Miss is 6.
Ole Miss is 6.
I thought Oregon
You can't
jumped.
drop.
Oregon jumped Ole Miss. That's not true.
Oregon is 4.
Oregon
I'm sorry.
5.
Oregon is 4.
Oh,
Looking
okay.
at-
Oregon
looking-
5.
I'm
Ole
looking
Miss
sorry.
is 6.
Oh,
My
no.
bad.
Ole Miss is 7.
I thought they were 7.
I'm looking at the AP Top 25 right now on ESPN. It says Oregon
Oh,
is
okay.
4.
I
No, wait,
understand
are
what
you
you're
looking
saying.
at the coaches poll that was released tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Because that's
true.
way different
No,
from the playoff predictions.
I'm looking at AP Top 25. I wasn't looking at the playoff yet because it's coming out
Well, that's what I'm
Tuesday, so I
saying.
wasn't looking
The
at that.
playoff one is the one that matters. The AP one don't. The AP one is
Oh,
just
I'm
the one
looking
they
at
release every
at where
Sunday.
they're predicting everybody to go.
Yeah. AP is where they release everybody on Sundays, but we only care about the Tuesday one, so you have to look at the college playoff picture. to see where they were. But with that being said,
But-
again, you're losing such a key part, and what y'all are not factoring in, that first week of ball last playoffs sucked. Dude, it sucked. They don't want to repeat of that.
It wasn't bad.
Jamie,
It wasn't that
name a
bad.
close game. Name a close game. Penn State blew out SMU. Ohio State blew out Tennessee. Who else blew them out? Notre Dame blew out Indiana. There was nothing good. There was no good games that first weekend. None. Not one game made you go.
Okay. So you're telling me you're going to put a BYU over Ole Miss, even without their head coach? Like, come on now.
Exactly. Be for real,
Come
bro.
on now.
And what y'all are not looking at, how many of these kids about to leave? How many Ole Miss kids are about to leave?
But they can't enter the transfer portal till January.
No, you get the 30-day window now.
But you're forgetting the transfer portal window is later. The transfer portal window is later.
No,
it's coming
remember,
up. So you can
when
wait.
your coach gets fired or leaves, there's a 30-day automatic window that opens up.
Okay, but it doesn't matter. But that's what I'm saying. What you're forgetting is the real transfer portal window opens up later on, so you don't have to enter this one because when the real one opens, you're still open for it.
Because why would you leave right now knowing that you have potential to be in the playoffs? That's stupid.
Yeah. Exactly.
As a player,
that's what I'm saying.
That's stupid.
But I want to get more into this. We can argue about the Ole Miss thing. I want to get more into this. Another one that is still bugging me to death right now is the Notre Dame Miami one. And reason being, they keep saying like opponents. We don't have to look at like opponents. We can look at the field. And Miami beat Notre Dame. Miami beat Notre Dame. They have now that this season's over, neither one of them, Notre Dame's not in the conference, Miami's not in the conference championship. Now neither one of them, they're both going to end the season 10-2. And both, I looked it up. Everybody, and this is my issue with Notre Dame. And Notre Dame does look good. I'm not going to say Notre Dame doesn't look good. I'm not going to say that. Notre Dame looks good. But my issue with Notre Dame is they're punishing Miami because they say the ACC is weak. Notre Dame played 6 ACC schools.
Yep.
6 ACC schools. So we're not going to punish Notre Dame because half of their schedule is ACC when we're saying the ACC is weak. That's why they can't be in. Again, Notre Dame only has 5 wins over teams with a winning record. Every other school that they played has had a losing record. So we're sitting here giving Notre Dame all this credit, which they do look good. I'm not downplaying that they don't look good. But my issue is you're punishing Miami for being in the ACC, but not punishing Notre Dame when half their schedule is ACC. Then you're saying, well, let's look at their common opponents. Well, let's look at them on the field. Miami won that football game. To me, you're setting a precedent saying that on the field doesn't matter. And they were talking about it this weekend, and I agree. They were talking about it on, I want to say it was Fox's broadcast, but Miami this weekend was rooting for Auburn because they wanted Auburn to beat Alabama because that was the easiest way for them in. Now, technically, I think Miami is rooting for Bama to win because if Bama wins, Bama likely jumps Notre Dame, and then you put Miami and Notre Dame right next to each other, and now the committee has to have that conversation. And I don't get how on the field doesn't matter.
But you said what you just said, Jamie, I think was what mattered. Look at the style of play of Miami, how Miami's been playing all season compared to Notre Dame. You saying that on the field doesn't matter, but technically, actually on the field does matter because look how Miami has been coming, how they've been trailing, and a bunch of their games having to come back in the last quarter just to win a game, opposed to Notre Dame's, for the most part, straight out winning.
I was about to say
Notre Dame has beat Notre Dame is 10-2.
I don't care about beating. I said on the field play.
No, listen to me. Listen to me.
You're not even letting me finish, bro.
Because you're saying Notre Dame is straight up blowing everybody out. Notre Dame has only played 5 teams winning record. That's what you're.
If you let me finish,
you're hurting Miami.
If you let me finish, that's not what I said. I literally said I'm not saying they're blowing everybody out. That's literally what I said before you started talking.
No, you're saying Miami's coming from behind. I'm saying Notre Dame's only played 5 teams with winning records. Only beat 5 teams with winning records. So they didn't have to play from behind because the teams they played sucked. 4 of their teams are 2-10 that they have wins against. 2-10. And so you're saying, Notre Dame looks great. They were playing teams that were 2-10.
That's literally not what I said, bro. You putting
What'd
words
you
in
say
my mouth.
then? Okay, what'd you
That's
say?
literally
You're
not what
saying
I'm saying,
you're
bro.
punishing Miami, but you're not talking about who Notre Dame played.
If we're being honest, that Boston College, Notre Dame was kind of struggling. Wasn't it Boston
To which
College
end?
And
or
I
Bowling
never
Green or one
said,
of the?
and I never said they blew anybody out. I just said for the most part they didn't have to blow from behind. But y'all keep interrupting me. I can't say nothing.
Okay, and then another thing I'll give Miami though is technically the games that they lost, they had game-winning drives to go do it. They just didn't finish it. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
They were driving down
That-
on Louisville, about to go win the game, and then
The
he threw
only
a pick.
thing that shouldn't
SMU, they were in
matter.
overtime,
Yeah.
threw a pick.
Yeah.
I mean, they had chances to win it. They
I get you
didn't.
that. This is my own thing.
But this is my other issue is the games that we, besides USC, the ACC games we give Notre Dame credit for. We give them credit for the Pitt win. We give them credit for the different wins. Miami beat them too.
No, I get what you're saying. But this is my thing. The second rule that everybody looks like is head-to-head matchups. So if you rank Notre Dame over Miami with the exact same record, yes, you can look at similar opponents. But if it comes down to head-to-head, I'm sorry. You can't go in. You lost. I don't care when you lost. I don't care that it was the first weekend. It don't matter. You lost the game. Sucks.
And that's what
You were dominated.
That's the part. That's the part I agree with you on. I
So-
agree with you when you put
Yeah.
it that way.
Yeah.
But other aspects I can't agree with you on. But when you put it that way, I concur.
And see, I can
Notre Dame is playing
understand
better
that part
football right
too.
now.
I can understand that part too. I fully agree. Notre Dame is playing way better football than Miami. Now, Miami just blew out some teams these past 2 weekends. But the thing is, it comes down to head-to-head. Like, you can't just make head-to-heads not matter. That would be like,
You're right.
yes. Like,
You're
it's just like, I don't know. It would be blasphemy to have a rule in your rule book that said head-to-head matters, and then it comes to selection Sunday is what it's going to be, and Notre Dame is winning over Miami.
You are going
Only
to
thing-
Notre Dame
know.
plays by different rules.
You're going to
Only
know
thing-
by Tuesday if Miami's not ranked
Yeah.
in front of Notre Dame on
Yeah.
Tuesday. They're not. They're not.
It's,
They're not.
But the
getting
only thing, like I said, the only thing that like is hurting Miami to
Mhm.
solidify their chances is not playing a conference championship game. There would be no doubt
true.
if they were.
True.
That's
I
true.
agree to
I
that
agree with
point.
that.
And that's the only thing that's not helping their campaign. But like I said, you just can't. Like I said, I give the head. I promise you, I do. But the style of play is what the committee has been looking at.
But you also can't say that.
it's
You can't say
wholehearted.
that Miami should be playing in their championship if Notre Dame can never play in the championship.
But see, Jacob, this is where the committee's already telling you that where John's point is. They're telling you they already believe the ACC is weak. So Miami, you can't even get into your championship game in the weakest conference that we're looking at. I can see how they can hold that against them. This is a weak conference and you still couldn't make it, but yet you think you're going to hang with all these other teams? Come on. And
But that's
we all saw how Carson Beck
to what
has been
Jonathan
playing.
said.
But if they actually played
But
better,
my
that
argument
wouldn't
to
even be a
what Jonathan
question.
Yeah.
said, saying what my argument to what y'all are saying is y'all are talking about how good Notre Dame played, but realistically, the two teams that USC is a good win. I'll give them that. USC is a good win. But outside of USC, looking at it, they beat a Navy, who's a decent win, but group of 4 win.
Mm-hmm.
And they beat who was the other one? Give me 2 seconds, I'll pull it up. They beat
they beat Pitt. Pitt.
They beat Boise State 8-4, USC 9-3, Navy 9-2, but they're a group of 6. They got the Pitt win, but Miami has the Pitt win. So you can't say that's a better win than Miami. The only win they truly have better than Miami is USC.
Arkansas.
But if you want to say who has the best win, technically by the standards,
Arkansas.
Miami does because they beat Notre Dame.
But see, this is my thing. This is where and again, I am on Miami's side. But this is where I agree with John. You look at Carson Beck and he don't deserve to be nowhere near this playoffs. He has looked terrible. I mean,
Not these past
God
2 weeks.
awful. Huh?
Not these past 2 weeks.
No, it don't.
Oh
Jamie,
my
I don't
God,
care.
bro.
You threw 4 interceptions. Then the
Wait.
next week, you throw 3 interceptions. And then the next week,
Freaking-
you throw 3 more interceptions.
Pause.
I can't overlook that part. Like Carson Beck
Pause.
looks
I'm
bad.
saying.
I think
Pause.
Miami's
I gotta
defense
ask
is
you a
great.
question.
Offensive receivers are great. Beck sucks.
Trash.
I got a
Waste
question.
management.
I got
Yeah.
a question.
What's your question?
Y'all also telling me Vandy don't deserve to be in it?
No. Well, they're the first team sitting there. I give you that. They're the first team sitting there.
Yeah, they are. But you got to think about it, Jacob. They are behind. Well,
They're behind
in the
Notre
SEC.
Dame and Miami.
Okay,
My
but look
loss.
at
Okay,
But look,
listen
they
to this.
lost.
They lost to Alabama,
Yes,
going to the SEC championship, and they lost to Texas, who beat the leading front runner, Texas A&M. Come on now, they beat the
That's
number
their only
3
2 losses.
team, and then Ohio State. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Texas
Can't
only
bring them
lost. The bad loss is Ohio State, Georgia, and Florida. I mean, Florida is bad, but
Florida's bad loss.
Okay, they canceled the
play
whole
out of
argument.
conference.
Then they canceled
That's
the whole argument right there. The Florida.
But I'm
loss.
just
Canceled
saying.
the whole argument.
I am
I get what
curious
you-
though
I get
with
what
what
you're
Stark
saying.
said. I am curious with what Stark said at the end of the game though, saying
Stupid.
I'm not going to schedule any big out of conference games anymore because if our conference is going to make us play the top teams in our conference, I want to get in at 10-2
Smart.
if I can get in at 10-2.
Smart.
I can't blame them. I really I can't argue because at what point? What's the purpose? Like I
Yeah.
mean, at this point, like especially you schedule them game 1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or was it game 2?
You don't know your
like,
team.
it's game 1.
Arch was a different quarterback week 1 than he is week 12.
Yeah.
Like, but Jamie, I think those games were scheduled what 2-3 years in advance though.
No, I get
I
what you
mean-
no, but I'm saying I'm agreeing with you though. You're talking about week 1 and all that kind of stuff. But what I'm saying is, it kind of wish, although it's hard because there's so many limited games, but I kind of wish we could go to a basketball model where they have the quadrant 1 wins, the quadrant 4 wins, all that kind of stuff. Because there's teams that have a couple extra wins, like Bama. If they went through their gauntlet in basketball this year, they're going to have a couple more losses, but at the end of the year, they could still be one of the top tier teams when it comes to a bracket, just because they had great wins, but their losses were also against great teams type deal. I wish there was a way we could kind of do that because it is for a team like Texas or a team like them who schedule tough out of conference games that can punish you in the back end. So I'm going to go to the Indiana market. They literally canceled group of 4 team opponents to schedule group of 6 because they didn't want to play them. I'm going to do what Indiana does. If they can coast into the playoffs each year, I'm going to do what Indiana did. And Big Ten fans can get mad, but Indiana literally took West Virginia off their schedule. It was West Virginia, or is it Virginia? It was somebody. It was a home and home with another group of 4 teams. They took them off their schedule and added Kent State or something like that. Like, okay, cool. I'm going to go to the Indiana schedule. Why am I going to schedule anybody in the Power 5 as an out-of-conference game?
But those losses, though, Jamie, like depends on how you lose and where they're ranked at the end of the season, can help you more than you think.
Yeah, they are showing
It's
that.
hurting Texas right now.
Wait,
I mean,
I got
they're
a
showing-
question. I got a
No,
question. Did Vandy get blown out by Alabama? No.
I get what
Did
you're
Texas
saying,
blow
Jacob,
out
but it's
Vandy?
just you got so many
Jacob, they're
SEC
right where
teams
they
in
belong.
there.
Vandy?
Jacob, you got so many
Jacob,
SEC teams in. It's a hard argument. It's a hard argument.
Jacob,
Okay.
I honestly think they're right where they need to be.
No, I don't. Listen. I think y'all also forget about what the first thing of the playoffs is. They're trying to put the 12 best teams.
Okay, Jacob,
teams
they
in
still
there.
might get in. They literally ranked at what 13.
That's
You'll
what
never
I'm
have the
saying.
12 best teams, though, with the conference guarantees. Just
Yeah.
because there's
Literally.
always going to be the group of 5.
Yeah.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
5 or 6
And
SEC teams in the playoffs.
Then if
You
y'all
telling
say
me-
Ole Miss is out, you gotta put in Vandy.
No, I only say, look, the only way Ole Miss gets out is if you have so many of these games just go the way that people don't want them to. If Texas Tech loses to BYU, yeah, Ole Miss. That's gonna be Ole Miss, what people don't realize is Ole Miss is going to be the first team that's going to get booted. If you have to make
Honestly,
room,
though,
Ole Miss is the first team that gets booted. Yes, but if you don't have to make room, if everything plays out the way it does, if you don't have to make room, Ole Miss stays. But if it plays out where you have to make room, Ole Miss goes. Sorry.
Okay, so what we do if Alabama beats Georgia for the second time this year?
It don't matter.
That means
They're just
Georgia will
gonna
be
flip-flop.
10-2.
Flip-flop.
So Georgia stays. So you still just kick Ole Miss out?
Yeah. No. You just flip-flop Bama and
But
Georgia.
Bama and Georgia
You
should
just
already.
flip-flop Bama and Georgia.
Bama and Georgia are already in it.
Yeah.
They're already
So,
in
In the
it.
playoffs?
You
To
just
me
flip-flop.
personally, I
Are we
think they're already
sure?
in it.
Are
It
we
should be allowed.
sure?
In the playoffs? In
Yeah.
the playoffs?
Yeah.
I think no. I think Bama's a toss up if they lose or not.
I'm telling you, if I'm the
That would be
commissioner of the
setting a dangerous
SEC,
precedent
Yes.
because
I was
every
about to
single
say,
conference championship would be canceled by
I
January.
no. If I'm the commissioner
wouldn't
now,
it?
I'll go to the committee. I'll go to the committee and I'll say, is there any chance Bama cannot be in? And if they
Yes.
say yes,
I was
I'll
about to
say
say
we're
that.
canceling the game.
I'd
We're
say
canceling the
Georgia.
game.
I'd just be like,
there never would have been a 9-3 team in the playoffs. What are y'all talking about?
And that's what's
It's
going
not.
to take the.
It's not.
No,
It's
but
not
no,
the
I
fact.
get what
It's
you're
not
saying,
the
but
fact.
that's what's going to take the joy away from it because a 9-3 team could potentially make it. But we're going to cancel our conference championship because if you're telling me my teams could potentially hurt themselves, you're telling me Bama and Georgia right now are both in the playoffs.
But
And you're
Jamie,
saying them
it's
playing each other for an
no,
extra game to get the prideful thing of the SEC champion that one of them's going
no.
to miss it. We'll cut the game because I will both get in.
No, that's not what. No, that's not what I'm saying. Because look at the record. They have 3 losses. If I can go to my SEC conference championship game with 1 loss, just like Georgia, like I just said, if Georgia lose, I mean Georgia been 10-2. They lost in the conference championship game, but either way, they're still in the playoffs. I'm talking about a team that has 3. Let me finish. A team that has 3 losses. It's what I'm talking about. I'm not looking about the fact they played the game. The fact they lost and already has 2 losses already. That's all I'm talking about.
But
The conference.
I
The
get what you're
conference.
saying. I promise you, I'm hearing what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, you're telling me that Oklahoma has 2 losses right now. The only reason they didn't get a third loss is because they didn't play in their conference championship. Bama, if they didn't play in the conference championship, wouldn't have got the third loss. So you're saying you're going to punish them for playing the extra game that the other team didn't, and you're going to kick them out when they got to sit there with their second loss and didn't even have a chance to lose another game.
yeah.
That's where
No.
it gets scary.
Yeah.
No, you're not punishing. I don't think you're punishing them because
It is
Alabama
punishing because if Bama didn't play in the game, they would end
Alabama,
the year with 2 losses.
Alabama put themselves in that situation when they lost to Oklahoma.
But
That's not.
But that I think
you're
that's
blaming
what
them
we're
for something
saying.
that
Yes.
that didn't happen in the regular season.
That's what we're saying is look
No,
how
I
many
get that
teams.
part.
Look how many teams are going to be sitting home like Vandy. Okay, let's use Vandy. So you're telling me that Bama, who beat Vandy, but Vandy got to sit home this weekend because they didn't make it to the SEC championship, and Bama did, that now you're going to punish Bama for making their championship game, even though in the regular season they all had the same record. That's what you're saying. You're saying on that extra weekend, because if Bama was sitting at home this weekend, we would have no problem. Bama's in. There's no question.
Yep.
They were in.
Yep.
But now that you're saying they have to go play an extra game, they should be booted?
If they go to play,
So if that happens,
into
I'm
extra,
canceling my championship game, and I will determine my champion based off of the end of the year results.
yes. If
SEC champion is this person.
if I am on the brink of losing my playoff spot by having 3 losses, yes, I will cancel my game. But if I have 1 and 2 losses, no.
But that's what's happening now. Because Bama only has 2 now. It would only be because they play this weekend for the third one. So why play
That's what
it?
I'm saying. But I'm on the brink. Like, it's hard, bro. Like,
but it's
No,
hard
I get what
to
I get
tell
what
a
you're saying.
team to go
I get what
play
you're
your
saying because you
championship
like the
game with the.
championship and you saying Bama should win. I get what you're saying.
they
But what
have
I'm
to.
saying
They
is
have to win. They have to
if
win.
I'm a conference commissioner, and I'm looking at the money and stuff, and I'm looking at right now, you're telling me based off the top 12 right now, you're telling me 1, 2, 3, 4 of my teams are going to get in. But if 2 of those 4 have to play each other and you're going to kick one out because they lost in that game, I'm going to cut that game because I'd rather have 4 in and people be mad that we didn't have a conference championship
Sucks.
than have 3 in and you kicked them out because 2 of my 4 had to play.
Well, if I was committed, what I do? You have a situation with the ACC. You want to say fuck it. You don't want to play in the championship game. What I do is you have that. Do we let Miami in? You don't want to play. Now you have to decide. I want this team in, or I want another ACC team in, like I'm about to do with Miami. I can be an asshole. No, I can be an asshole and say, okay, if you don't want to play that game to prove,
and then you know what
that you deserve to be in there.
You know what the conference is
But
going to
no,
do?
this is what's going to happen. All conferences are going to collude together. Big Ten's going to cancel their championship. SEC's going to cancel it, and ACC's. They're all going to cancel them. They're all going to cancel them because they're going to look at the writing on the wall. We don't want to risk it. We'll cancel them all. That's what's going to happen. One of them isn't going to. The SEC won't be the only one to cancel. They will all cancel their game. Really and truly, ACC might keep it. The Big Ten and the SEC will both get together and cancel it. And they're going to say, deal with that, committee.
I was about to say, because it's going to hurt the SEC team, the ACC team, if they don't play, because they're already considered a weak team. So they have to play it. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Big Ten and SEC will cancel it.
And whoever's on the brink with the SEC or the Big Ten will lose that spot. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that will happen. Okay. So would you rather be an asshole and have less teams in your conference in the playoffs to play that game, or vice versa? I'm telling you, they can be the asshole too. If you all
right. So each week we go through our picks, and this week we're picking all the championships for all the championships that actually matter. I'll say for the most part. So obviously you have the ACC championship, which everybody has their eyes on because it can create the most chaos. Honestly, I feel like that's the one that could create the most chaos in the college football playoff. You got Virginia versus Duke. Duke is 7-5.
I don't know if y'all
Duke
are
is 7-5, which is absolutely bonkers.
If an 8-5 team gets in, oh my.
It's going to be absolutely – well, see, that's the question is they potentially couldn't get in. So how did he catch that? Anyway, me personally, though, I don't think the chaos happens. I think Virginia wins it. Duke is playing really well, but I think Virginia wins it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Virginia going to finish out strong because Duke is I'm going with Virginia.
I want the chaos. Give me Duke.
Yeah, I like that. I like the chaos. Give me Duke. I think Duke is gonna slip. It's gonna be a close game, and Duke is gonna pull away at the end.
Hey, y'all do know this is just like the SEC. This is a repeat ACC matchup. Duke just lost to Virginia 2 weeks ago or a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to beat the same team.
It's hard to beat the same team twice, especially that close back to back.
Yep. 34-17 the first quarter. Oh yeah.
Oh, and you got waxed. Yeah, I might come in with a little something. So
awesome. Next game, we got another game that has potential to swing and create a little bit of decision making. We got the Big 12 matchup, Texas Tech versus BYU. Y'all know me. I've been talking about Texas Tech all year. I personally think Texas Tech is going to beat them twice. Mm-hmm. I think that they have a team that's better than BYU, essentially. If you watch that game the first time, they handled it. So give me Texas Tech.
I just know at this point of the season, Jamie, your knees got a carpet burn on them. The way you been riding Texas Tech, bro. But brother, I'm with you, man. I love what they're doing over at Texas Tech. It reminds me of when they had Michael Crabtree them back there. But yes, I'm rocking with Big 12. With Texas Tech.
What?
Kentucky, breaking news on CBS Sports, Kentucky is expected to fire Mark Stoops from their football team.
What?
Not a shocker to me.
No, it's crazy. A shocker. Why would you do it this year? Like, what name are you going to get?
Oh, well, you waited kind of late to do it. But he terrible there.
Anyway.
Brian Kelly?
Oh, man. I won't say terrible. He turned them around.
Brian Kelly, he going to come in with a country accent.
He turned them around. But anyway.
In a 360, said, hey, we're the same program.
He had them legit for a couple of years.
Anyway. If you had to give me someone Dang, do I want the chaos again? Nah, give me Texas Tech. I can't look at BYU in the playoff with a 47 at quarterback. I just can't look at that.
Yeah, I don't think the premarital
All right.
doesn't win this one. So give me Texas Tech. I think they win it.
All right, and then we got our Big Ten matchup: Indiana versus Ohio State. The two teams we've been waiting all year to see them go at each other.
I've been waiting for this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very, very ready to see it. But with that being said, I love Ohio State's defense.
Yeah.
But their offense still questions me. And the Michigan game, if Michigan could throw the ball at all, it's a different game.
Yeah.
But me personally, I'm gonna rock. I like Cincinnati, so I'm gonna rock with Ohio State on this one.
Damn it! So you don't think the leading Heisman candidate can get through this?
It's such a joke of
You
a
don't think he can do
Heisman.
it?
I like that defense. That defense is legit. That defense is legit.
Yeah, bro. I can't even. I'm honestly with you. I can't even go against Ohio State, man. I can't even do it. I'm going Ohio State.
I really think these teams are about to battle. I think they're about to battle because I think what people aren't realizing is this is a play for the Ohio State. This is a play for the Ohio State Indiana first round bye.
Yep.
Because whoever loses this game will not have a first round bye. So
no, they still will.
No, Jamie, I don't think so. I think if whoever wins this game controls their destiny of their first round bye, obviously they're both in the playoffs. Jamie, there's no way.
Nope.
There's no way.
1 and 4.
Can I be honest?
First seed versus 4 seed.
Can I be honest? If I was them, I wouldn't want to win.
Who?
The only reason I say that, think about the first seed. Think about who you're gonna have to play. You're gonna have to play like an Ole Miss, an Alabama, maybe.
That's
Notre Dame, Miami.
That's if they win. That's if they win, bro.
No, like think about it. Isn't it?
I guess we won't know until Sunday,
right? 6 and 7.
Yeah.
Played number 1. That's gonna be a rough. That's gonna be a rough go. In my opinion,
my pick.
That's if you don't.
Ohio State. So, I think Indiana for us,
bro. We're gonna see a repeat of last year where they got dog walked whenever they played them. So give me
Jacob. Go ahead and pick Indiana, bro.
No, give me Ohio, bro. Give me Ohio, bro. They got dog walked last year. They should have lost to Penn State, bro. Like, no, come on.
Anyway, all right, and then to wrap up the Power Four, we got a rematch: Alabama versus Georgia. A game that felt like put Alabama on the map, and then Bama I don't know what happened to their offense. And I say Bama on the map loosely because Bama's on the map, but I meant this year it felt like they cemented themselves as they were back from their struggle loss with Florida. But me personally, playing a team twice is rough.
Yeah.
But I think this game, Bama's offense is going to come back. They're going to do their thing, and their defense is going to stop that Georgia offense, and they're going to get that dub again.
Yeah, see, that's my thing, man. Alabama defense is literally have been doing what they have to do week in and week out. Because it was crazy with me is first half of the season, I'm like, man, what the hell the defense got going on? And it did a complete 180 to the point where it's like the offense is just can't connect, can't get nothing going, and they were not consistent on keeping going on what we need to be doing. So I can't go get the tie. I can't even do it, but I don't even want to keep. I get Alabama by 3.
See, I am in the same boat as Jeremy. I think our defense is what's going to pull it out. They're playing ball right now. I mean, ball. And honestly, I think the offense is going to come out and be like, we got to turn this around. This is the best team to turn it around against. And if you think about it, the offense is missing like this. They're missing like this. The deep balls are like this. The crossing routes are like this. The holes that the running backs are missing are like this. So I have more optimism that they could turn it around than this is just who they are because it's so close to being where it was. So with that being said, give me Bama.
I'm not gonna give y'all a long rant. Bama by 80.
Okay, I like it.
Anyway, all right, and then we got James Madison and Troy. They are battling it out for the Sun Belt Championship. James Madison's the team. I'm very curious to see if they crack that top 25. Because if they do, Ed Duquin will be crazy. But give me JMU. I think they're rocking it right now, even though my mom graduated from Troy. Justin, your wife graduated from Troy.
Mm-hmm.
JMU.
I think that's where I got my degree from too.
Oh, I forgot.
You don't like Troy?
I like Troy. But JMU
Yeah, that's where my degree came from.
I thought you went to AUM for some reason.
That's where I got my prereqs from.
As I said.
Okay, so you did go to AUM. Okay, I ain't crazy. I could have sworn I was sitting there. I was like, I could have sworn you were at AUM. But anyway.
Yeah, I got prereqs from there, but I graduated from Troy. But give me James Madison.
See,
I only like Trojans. I only wear Trojans anyways. I don't even wear them.
See, my wife would hurt me if I don't pick her team. So give me Troy.
Is she holding knife? Blink twice, you be in danger, brother.
Man, I just know so many people from Troy. You know, I've been up to Troy a lot. So with that in mind, give me JMU.
Then we got another team again, North Texas versus Tulane. Both of them just lost their head coaches. Both of their head coaches just went to Power 4 programs. Me personally, though, if you haven't seen North Texas's like passing game right now, it's ridiculous, and I think they're just riding a hot hand. So give me North Texas.
I was about to say, Jim, but do you think they're gonna keep that up since he's gone, or they're gonna be?
Well, both head coaches are gone though.
Well, I was about to go with that passing, but I was just about to get into that. I do think this game is going to be the battle of who struggles the least, in my opinion. But with that being said, though, give me Tulane.
I just like Tulane. I like the Green Wave, so give me Tulane.
Yeah, give me the Green Wave.
Bro, North Texas quarterback has 3,800 passing yards.
Oh, yeah, he balling.
Yeah, I remember we picked him.
Y'all know he never started a single game in high school.
Yeah. He did what?
He never started a single game in high school.
Yeah.
He got the coach. He got the job because the coach's friend called him and said, "Hey, I need you to see this kid throw." He showed up at a camp and he said, "I would offer you a preferred walk on." He walked on and got the starting job.
Yep.
I love this story.
Just need a chance.
But
just need a chance.
Give me Tulane. Give me Tulane.
It is at Tulane, so it's going to be a little tough. But I just really like North Texas right now.
Also, New Orleans too. Oh man.
All right, cool.
First in the AFC North, baby.
Who?
Ravens.
Are they really?
Yes.
Yeah.
All that smack talking.
Next week. Next week,
wow.
Because we're both tied. We're both tied.
They're tied for it.
Yeah, we're tied.
All that smack talking. Somebody
we'll see you next week, bro. We'll see you next week.
Bumblebee.
We are going to see you next week.
All right, Bumbleboy.
With that being
Jacob,
said,
you want to know what's crazy? Is last week you literally said, if the gods love us, they'll make the Ravens lose. The Ravens lose, and then y'all couldn't feel it.
I forgot to add. I forgot to add. He will also let the Steelers win. You know.
Gotta finish your prayers. Gotta finish your prayers.
I gotta finish them.
But let's start with the first team that lost out of this group of four, the Ravens. John.
Bad.
What was that?
Wait.
Y'all lost first. Y'all lost first. Y'all lost on Thursday.
Hey, you can't sit here and be like that boy Mr. Burrows wasn't doing his thing out there, bro.
Well, they slammed that thing around.
From what
So
I
I'm
saw, it
saying,
looked like Lamar need to be investigated by the FBI.
for gambling.
Yes.
For gambling. I'm telling y'all, man, look, that boy from Florida too. But no, we're not gonna talk down on my brother like that. I just think that he got outplayed by Joey Ice. And this is what happened. The Bengals outplayed the Ravens, man. It's all it boiled down to when you got freaking King Henry can't do a damn thing.
Mhm.
You got a little ass wide receiver one that don't even wear a buck 20. But what was he supposed to do? I mean,
Zay Flowers, I don't know what
everything
has
you
happened
need.
to him, but ever since that fumble in the AFC Championship against the Chiefs a couple years ago, he has not looked the same, and he fumbles constantly. I mean, constantly, he's fumbling. So
They popping him, bro. They popping him. That's what
yeah,
he get hit.
he's not like Smitty. He's too small to take these hits. He got to drop. He got to drop like Tyler Lockett. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah,
He needs to drop like Tyler
yeah.
Lockett.
But
Listen,
I
if
just think
we're being,
they just got. Go ahead, Jacob.
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
Oh, I was just
They
gonna
just got
say.
outplayed. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. This is. I think
you
y'all
shouldn't
don't
even
need
be
to change
talking.
anything that. I don't think y'all should change anything that happened. Keep the same game plan. Play with the same intensity that you play with, and we'll see you on Sunday. That's all I gotta say. Don't change up anything.
Jacob.
It was a sad loss.
It was kind of crazy how what blew my mind about that Thursday game though was like all the mishaps that kept happening in the red zone. Like
Yes.
it was like y'all should have. It felt like blowing the Bengals out, but it was like every time y'all went to score, it was like, yep, we forgot what we doing.
Yep.
How y'all not score a lot on the Bengals defense is insane to me.
Yes.
That is sad. That is sad.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Not too much, big dog.
But all right.
We still first in the AFC North, so I want to hear it.
We'll see next week. We
Now
still gotta play.
we'll switch to the Friday game. The only team that played. Eagles Bears. Before anybody goes, look, Jalen did not have a good game. But the whole theory of trying to say that Jalen was the only reason, no. It is sad when you have a safety on the other team call into a podcast. They ask him, is that Eagles offense easy and predictable? And he just goes, it just winks up a storm at you and just laughing at you. It's sad that I, who did not play college football, could tell you the play that we're about to run. It is sad that we cannot run the ball against anybody. The Bears had no linebackers. They had practice squad guys, and we could do nothing.
I thought you had the best running back in the league.
Not this year. Nope. No. He ain't even the best on the team at the moment. Hank Bigsby.
I thought y'all had the best quarterback in the league.
We do,
as well.
but this is my problem that I have with the slander against Jalen Hurts.
I thought you had the best wide receiver duo.
Hey, why are you talking? Why are you
I thought you had the best O-line.
Why are you talking?
Literally.
Listen, the fact that Nick Sirianni came after that game and said nothing's going to change. I mean, what? I'm not like the other Eagles. We're 8-4. Like, I'm grateful for where everybody else is. Like, we are still number one in the East. If we would have won, we would have been number one in the division. Like, so we're not where everybody else is, but that was a bad loss. Our defense, I don't think you're doing that again to them. You're not going to run 218 on them again with two running backs. It's just not happening. So it was a bad loss. I hope it changes some things. Nick making it sound like it's not going to change anything. We're not going to win with KP. KP's just not the answer. So, but yeah, Eagles.
So it's an OC problem?
Yes, 1,000%. We have no motions. We have no crossing routes. We run curls. We run hitches. We run outs, and we run bursts. That's it. We don't run nothing else. And you can't tell me it's not an OC problem when this team last year was topping everything, and we lose one player, and we're bottom in almost everything. It's the play
But
calling.
look at the athletes you have. Do you really think you can do some of those things you said you can do?
I hate that crap too. I hate that crap. There's athletes on both sides of the fields. You have to scheme them open. They get paid the same way we get paid. Like that, there is no team that is just that athletic and have that many great players that you could line up with a high school offense and win in the NFL. It's not happening. If you watch that game, watch what Ben Johnson had his offense doing, and watch what KP had his offense doing, and you tell me which offense looked competent for the NFL.
Listen, your wide receiver one is not a deep threat. Best
You
slant
done
route.
lost your ever loving mind.
Yeah,
He's not a
best
deep
slant
threat.
route.
What was his touchdown today? That on Friday, it was a deep ball.
To Smitty?
No, to AJ.
Listen,
Smitty was-
He's saying your number one is not AJ.
if I put PS2 on him, on anybody on your team,
he ate his lunch.
you know, it's all
He ate his lunch.
Clowns.
He ate his lunch.
Clowns.
And Patrick Surtain came on
Clowns.
his own podcast and said, "Oh, AJ, big boy, me." So don't give me that.
I put Trent McDuffie on him. He still shut him down.
And you saw what happened last year. You saw what happened in that Super Bowl. Oh, shut who down? Nobody.
I'm just saying,
Dotson was eating his lunch.
I'm just saying that my perspective, I don't think that Eagles has a solid receiver that's a consistent deep threat. They're mid-route threats at best. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Wait a minute, because what are you saying?
That's all I'm saying, bro.
That's a crazy take.
What receiver on your team is even a short route threat? Not a mid or deep, a short route threat. So don't come to my team about receivers.
Y'all best receivers, y'all tight end.
Wait, I got a question.
Y'all tight end.
I got a question.
Please.
We already talked about it.
And your second best is your backup tight end.
We not backtracking.
I got a
not
question.
backtracking.
Even if they do get a deep threat, can Jalen even get the ball there?
Nope. Exactly.
I just asked the question.
Quarterback. He is the best deep throw quarterback. Look at the statistics. What are y'all saying? Let's move off my team because y'all pissing me off with these are some outrageous statements that are happening.
I mean, it's just crazy. Y'all have the best wide receiver duo, the best running back, the best quarterback, the best O-line, and y'all still do.
Let's switch to the Steelers. What y'all do today?
Look,
What y'all do today?
no.
We're not backtracking. We're switching to the Steelers. What y'all do today?
No,
I was just saying, bro, based on statistics speaking, y'all tallest receiver is 6'1", so he might be just like 5'11".
Your number one is 5 foot nothing. What are you talking about?
We own the Eagles.
That wasn't a good argument to bring up.
Your best receiver is 5 foot nothing.
Bateman 6'3". What are you talking about?
All right, we'll get on my still list.
He don't even want to talk about it. Look at him.
Let's boil it down. No, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna keep it real. It boils down to this: we need a change in coaching staff. I know. We not getting Mike Tomlin. There's words that he might be wanting to leave too. I'm down to trade Mike Tomlin if he wants to go. Hey, fine by me. But I know we're not getting no changes in the coaching staff. But please, at the very least, at the end of the season, we got to change offense and DC in our OC and DC. Arthur Smith, hot trash.
I warned you.
Hot garbage.
I warned you.
Hot trash.
Jonnu
Jonnu Smith, he's just wasting cap space at this point. DK Metcalf can't get open.
Y'all run.
I wonder why he
can't get open.
I wonder why.
It's almost like he has a 90-year-old quarterback.
I wonder why.
It's almost like he's a 90-year-old quarterback.
He's the only receiver on the team.
Our quarterback, he's 80 years old, bro. He's breaking down.
Oh man, look,
just
2 weeks ago, you had his nuts in your mouth.
Hey, brother.
Just 2 weeks ago,
I keep it real. My team is playing bad. He's playing bad, bro. He's not doing too hot right now. His body's breaking down.
He came in with a broke wrist, left with a tape on his nose. He's bruised eyes. bloody
No.
nose. I mean,
O-line, hot trash. Just throw the whole offense away, throw it all away. And the OC, throw them all away. Defense, trash.
I think the issue is that they're not.
Throw,
I don't think Tomlin has full reins within the organization. And I don't think he had that since Big Ben left, because if that was the case, he would have had a better option of picking a quarterback that he truly wanted. And I think he's just working with Aaron Rodgers because the organization wanted Rodgers.
he put in Russell Wilson over Justin Fields.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it's a Tomlin issue as well.
No, but like I just said, he had to work with what
Tomlin
they
is the
gave
issue.
him.
He should leave.
I mean, brother.
Like I said, he had to work. He had to work
to
with
the
what he got. Look, I went with the Ravens. If he go with Lamar, bro, do y'all not know what would happen with the Ravens?
I think we should see what he could do with the Falcons organization.
I just want to let y'all know, TJ Watt got paid $2.4 million to play today. He didn't get no sack. Got paid $2.4 million to play today.
The boy Rod the Brinks truck.
Bro lines up in the same position. Bro can't even flip flop. Why can't he do what Michael Parsons does? Why can't he line up in middle linebacker? Why can't he line up on the right tackle? Why is it always the left tackle?
You know it's getting bad.
Left tackle.
For Steelers
Like,
fans.
Because he plays at
If we're questioning TJ Watt.
Wisconsin.
You
Bro.
know it's getting bad for Steelers fans if we're
Bro.
questioning TJ Watt. Like,
Bro,
Because he played at Wisconsin, bro. He's not multi-dimensional, bro.
Bro.
Like,
I
he's
understand
one-dimensional. That's it.
But
Our defense, it's the highest paid defense, and we're ranked like 30th. Throw the whole defense away. Cam Hayward's out there was out there at the beginning of the year complaining. I mean, so you get some hit balls in there every now and then, but brother, I want to see a sack. They didn't have their right or left tackle. We got 0 sacks today. They don't have their right or left tackle.
against a
And we
team.
paid the man $2.4 million to play, and he can't get a tackle on the backup. They played up 6 sacks last week.
8.
You can't. Oh,
8 sacks.
Hey, the problem you got is, bro, that y'all got Darius Slay. That's the problem.
Darius Slay, bro.
He was a healthy inactive today.
Brother.
That's why y'all lost. Y'all should have had him playing.
Yep.
No, I understand why he's inactive, bro. He's basically a vegetable. He needs to be in the nursing home, brother. If he breathes wrong, he's hurt. Like, I understand, brother. You old, but dog, you can't be this old. What? He's 34, 32, something.
Yeah.
Like, brother,
Man,
you gotta
that
get
boy-
40
that-
when you
that boy
out there
34.
breaking.
He 34, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Bro, I
out
didn't
there
realize
breaking.
Jabril Pepper's been in the league for 9 years already. That's crazy.
Bro,
I remember when he first
I
got
just-
drafted.
I just don't know how our defense could be this bad. It's
They
baffling. Honestly, baffling. Like, it's like insane.
But
gotta do a
Just
reset.
throw away the whole team. Let's restart. Let's just restart. And
Hey, man.
we're still going to the Super Bowl. We're still going to the Super Bowl. Don't get it twisted.
now,
We gotta get on them bad dirty birds.
I was about to say, now, we all had really bad losses. We all got beat pretty bad. But no loss was as worse as the Falcons losing to the Jets. And with that, the floor is yours.
What I got to talk about?
Come
Man,
on,
blow to
Tommy.
the Jets, bro.
The Jets.
The Jets, bro.
Hey, Tyrod Taylor. That's who y'all let running around, slinging that thing, looking like
Was
Superman
Justin
out there.
Fields starting?
No, Tyrod Taylor played. Jacob. It was not just Phil. It was Tyrod Taylor.
And he was
Man,
running it on us.
I mean, he was
That's
running
crazy,
it.
bro.
He looked like he could be starting on any other team today. He's slinging it. He's breaking sacks, Jacob. Like, it was insane.
That the one where we had him wrapped up in the backfield. He ran through it,
Yep.
shook a dude, and got the first down. And that's what tied the game up.
Do y'all only have Bijan? Is Bijan y'all's only weapon?
No, Algier was the
Y'all want to know what's
weapon today.
sad? Y'all want to know what's sad? we about to wrap it up. What's sad is I'm not going to talk on long because we always find a way to lose. But like a stat came out today, Bijan has had 90+ yards in one half 5 times this year, and we've lost all 5 of those games.
That's sad. That's sad. Just send Bijan
That
over.
is
The Falcons just know how to lose, man. I mean, today I thought we had to win. Like it felt like we had to win, and then I forgot that I'm a fan of the Falcons, and I don't know, man. Anyway, you want to talk about another team?
Hey, and y'all schedule, Jamie. The rest of the schedule gonna even be worse, bro. Like y'all got the Seahawks, the Bucks. You definitely ain't beating the Cardinals or the Rams. You might mess around and get the Saints. Maybe.
Bro, y'all
did.
are tanking for not a first round pick. Like y'all don't.
That's
even have
sad. That's what sucks. Y'all had no first round picks.
Y'all are this bad. And
We're trying. What are you talking about tanking? We're actually out there trying.
That's trying.
That's
I wouldn't tell nobody else that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't tell nobody else that, Jamie. I wouldn't tell nobody else that.
All right.
Let's
And we're gonna go through our NFL picks real quick. We got the Cowboys Lions.
Which pick?
Cowboys.
Oh, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys.
All right. Oh, give me the Lions.
Give me the Lions.
Give me the Cowboys.
Titans Browns. Give me the Browns.
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 Seahawks Falcons. I'll never pick against them. Falcons.
Seahawks.
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 Colts Jaguars. Give me the Jags. Actually.
Ooh. Give me the Colts.
Give me the Jags.
Give me the Colts.
Vikings Commanders. Give me the Commanders.
Shoosh.
I'm gonna say the Packers. I'm gonna say the Packers on this one.
No, Vikings Commanders. Vikings Commanders.
Oh, Commanders.
Commanders.
Vikings Commander.
Yeah.
Yep.
Give me
that boy talking like an auctioneer. Can't hear shit.
Bengals Bills. Give me the Bills.
Commanders.
Oh shit. Bengals Bills. Give me the Bills.
Oh, now y'all want to pick Josh Allen. Give me the Bills.
Give me the Bengals.
Give me the Bengals.
Saints Bucks.
Bucks for sure.
Bucks.
Ravens Steelers. The Ravens suck right now.
Ravens.
Steelers. Wow.
Dolphins
Okay.
Jets.
Dolphins.
Broncos Raiders.
Broncos.
Rams Cards.
Rams.
Packers Bears. Should be a fun one.
Bears.
Packers.
Give me the Bears.
Texans Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Texans.
Then we got a boring Monday night game. We got the Eagles Chargers. Just no offense on the Eagles side, so give me the Chargers.
Give me the Chargers.
Eagles.
Give me the Chargers.
All right. Well, that's a wrap for our show. Before we get our heads cut off by our wives, anybody got anything else?
Nope.
I ain't got no wife, so man, they gonna be straight.
Hey. Alabama wins the SEC championship. We get a bye week. Letting y'all know that now.
No, that ain't happening.
Who's in front of us?
Anyway,
Who's in front of us?
a lot of people. Anyway,
People that didn't play. That's all I gotta say.
Anyway, appreciate you listening out. Y'all be easy. Deuces.
Deuces.
Deuces.